Hi Gorgies, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. You know the drill. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your niece, your nephew, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your grandma, your grandpa. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Gorgie family. I hope you are enjoying the content and I hope that you have subscribed and that you will like and comment on this video. To my OG Gorgies, you guys already know you're the girls. I love you guys so much and I appreciate your support. Also, for everyone, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We need those likes, those comments and those subscriptions so we can grow this channel. So today's video, I'm not going to say it's highly requested, but the questions are questions that I get a whole lot, like people always asking me about Dubai, how to get a job in Dubai, etc, etc. So I thought that I would come up here and answer all of your questions. I did ask you in an Instagram post to post your questions and then I would answer them. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get straight into it. So I'm not going to say who the questions are from. I'm just going to read the questions and then answer them. So the first question is, how's the job search for South Africans and which agencies do you recommend? So the job search for South Africans, I think, is not I think it's booming because there are a lot of South Africans in Dubai in different industries. Yeah, so I don't think that there's any specific like discrimination against South Africans in Dubai because there are a lot of South Africans there. And in terms of agencies that I recommend, I actually have no idea because most of the recruitment agencies are based on the field that you're in. So for instance, if you're in digital marketing, there are specific recruiters or agencies that hire for digital marketers. So that's the only one that I'm privy to. But even then, like, I know the ones that I usually, what I suggest to people all the time. So if you watch my South Africans in Dubai video, I'll leave it here. And then you also watch my tips for growing in your career, you will see that I always say approach the companies. Like, look at the companies that are there that you'd like to work at and then look for the HR person rather, because that way you avoid all of the scammers that we hear about and you cut out the middleman. And if they do have a recruiter, they will send you in the direction of the recruiter. So I think that's the best way to go about looking for a job in a place where you're not sure who's a scammer and who's not. Then someone said, is Airbnb legal? They seem cheaper than a hotel. I think Airbnb is legal. I haven't heard anything about Airbnb not being legal. And yes, they are usually cheaper than a hotel. So if you feel like going in that direction, you can do that. I normally only book Airbnbs. I would only book Airbnbs when I'm in South Africa. When I'm going elsewhere in the world, I usually prefer to book a hotel only because hotels will have a restaurant, etc, just like in the building, and then you have a lot of people to ask when you need help. I know some Airbnb hosts actually like give you their number and say, okay, you can ask me for anything when you need help, etc. But I find that it's just easier for me to be at a hotel. But yes, definitely, if you want to go on an Airbnb, you should just choose a really nice one that is in a nice location where you can either walk to places or getting around to places is not that difficult. Then someone said, would you advise me to go on a vacation there as opposed to another place? I think going on vacation is dependent on you and your interests. Obviously, I would say yes, Dubai is one of the biggest tourist places, so I would suggest you go there. But if you have somewhere else that you'd also want to go, you have to decide which one you want to go to. I can't decide that for you, depending on the type of holiday that you want. Sometimes people want a beach holiday, you want a historic holiday. Dubai is more of that glamour, party, going out kind of holiday destination. So you just decide what kind of holiday you want, and if you do want to go to Dubai, then yes, sure, I would definitely suggest Dubai as much as I would suggest everywhere else in the world as well. Someone said affordable agencies for tours. So the one agency that I have used when my friend came to visit, we used getyourguide.com. They're really good. In terms of affordability, I'm not sure, but so the thing is with me is that when I book my travels, I always make sure to book the tours like maybe 2 months prior. That way I pay for them prior before I go there, and that's kind of like a saving for me. So it depends on what you're keen to do as well. Yeah. But I would definitely say check out getyourguide.com. Then someone else said where to visit, where to eat, and dress code. There are plenty of places to eat in Dubai. There's a variety of cuisines. I don't particularly like Arab food or their food, but I did enjoy Lebanese food. There's a lot of American places as well, and there's actually a lot of African cuisine as well. There's a place called Kiza. Kiza is a Nigerian owned club slash restaurant. It gets really lit in the evening, and they have really delicious African food, so I would suggest that you go there as well. There's also a lot of places like Blue Waters. So there's a hotel there, there's a place there, a clubbish place that you can visit that's called Cove Beach. That's really awesome. They are literally, if you just Google like Lebanese, if you Google South African, if you Google American or whatever type of cuisine, you are bound to find a place that's close by to where you are. So I would definitely say there's like plenty of places to eat. And obviously the visit and the eat kind of go together. I definitely suggest that you check out Shimi in the Mina Al Salam, and then also check out Jetty Lounge. There are a lot of branches as well, so you might want to get in there as well. Yeah, what else? Dress code is pretty chilled. If you're not going to be in the super local areas, then you can dress as you want. But if you're going to, like, let's say if you're going to like the souks and stuff, it's advisable just to be a little bit modest. But otherwise, I don't think there's too much discrimination in Dubai in terms of what you wear, because pretty much most of the people that are in Dubai are Westerners. So you will stick to the areas that are more Western or filled with Western people, so that you can dress as you want. Yeah. Really good places. So you can check out some of my vlogs where I just went on days out with friends and stuff, and you can see some of the suggestions of where to go. But there are a lot of nice beach clubs, there are a lot of like nice restaurants. You will definitely find whatever you're looking for. What you can download Eat Out. Eat Out is an app, and you can download Eat Out, or you can there's some places that also use Entertainer, so you can use that to also find some nice restaurants close to where you will be when you visit. Next question is, hey love, I studied health and skincare or skin aesthetics. Is Dubai booming in terms of, okay, I can't see the rest of the question, but yes, in terms of skincare and aesthetics, Dubai is booming. It's a very big industry, and people are very, I don't want to say fake, but like people are very self-conscious in Dubai. So you will definitely find something if you're looking for something in that industry, and you will definitely find that there's a lot of opportunities there, and you will grow so quickly. I have a friend of mine who is actually in the industry as well, and she was thinking of starting her own business and her own line, etc. So there's plenty of opportunities, but please do it in Dubai, learn it, master it, and then come back to South Africa and, you know, uplift your country and your people. Next question, best things to do while traveling in Dubai. Oh my gosh, I definitely suggest you go to Kiza. So clubbing, go to beach clubs like Cove Beach, like Nikki Beach, go to La Mer, go to the Palm, go to Mina Al Salam, go to a souk, and go to Dubai Mall. Definitely go to the desert as well. Go to Miracle Gardens. You'll really enjoy it because you're a girl who likes having looks and stuff, so you'll really enjoy it. What else? Definitely go to a brunch, girl. Definitely go to a brunch. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be lit. I suggest you try out the Saffron one. They plenty of brunches, of course, but I do suggest that you try Saffron. I had a lot of fun when I was there. I also do have a video of myself, Debucho, and Sunshine at the Saffron brunch, so you can check that out if you want to get a feel of what the vibe there is like. I'll leave it in the description box. Are the people in Dubai racist? So for me specifically, I didn't experience any racism. I know a few of my friends have, well, one or two, but it's more in the sense of like people, just because you're black, people assume that you're a prostitute, and they come up to you and say things like how much, while you're just sitting alone at a restaurant having your food or having a drink. So those are the small things, well, not small, those are the kind of things that my friends have experienced. I haven't experienced anything yet, but you do find, because there's a lot of Caucasians as well, you do find that sometimes people like stare at you or whatever. But I've never experienced like blatant like racism where someone says something offensive to me, or like I get turned away from a place just because I'm black or etc. So I don't think it's a big thing there. There's also like a lot of black people actually. So I think, yeah, definitely go experience for yourself. You will enjoy Dubai. Definitely go. Can you have a good time in Dubai on a budget? Yes, definitely. I think so. Because let me spill the beans. Let me tell you the secrets, girl. So the one thing about Dubai is that literally every single day there's a club somewhere or a restaurant somewhere that has ladies night. And ladies night, you get like either like 5 coupons, or you pay like 50 dirhams, which is about 200 and something rand. You pay that amount and you can have unlimited drinks and you can have food. So those are definitely a big like way of saving money, and you can go out to different places. There's a place called Pier 7. So at Pier 7, it's like I think it's a hotel, yeah, or something like that. But there's like floors of restaurants, and you can literally go from this floor, get some coupons, go to another floor, get coupons, and you just like drinking from different places throughout the whole night. It's really a lot of fun, and it's a great way to save money and also have fun. So you can go with your girls and go have fun. That's one thing that I also used to my advantage. So people will see you going out and think that you're spending racks, but girl, you're drinking for free. So yeah, that's one thing to do. I also think you can go to Dubai and be on a budget as well. If you just like going for a couple of days and you know exactly what you want to do, you pre-book it so that by the time that you come, let's say a month or two later, whatever money you have, it's for spending, you know. Then someone said, I'd like to come work and hopefully get a governmental position. How possible is that? Girl, I don't work in government. I don't know nobody who works in government. So I cannot advise on this question, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But yeah, just check the government posts for careers and open vacancies, and maybe you'll see something there that interests you. Someone is like, okay, the next question is, hey babe, how is the culture towards foreign nationals, especially women? Like I said, Dubai is full of Western people. Like, it's full of expats, because I think pretty much 80% of the people in Dubai are expats and only 20% are locals. So you don't really feel like there's like a bad vibe towards foreign nationals. I think it's just you all living like kumnandi. You know, I haven't experienced anything terrible regarding that. When it comes to women, I think it's becoming a big topic or a big issue that they are solving in Dubai, because you find a lot of women now in offices. But I won't say they're local women. I'll just say like us expats that go there. So like there are quite a few women in like most companies, and they're always working towards hiring and empowering and developing more women. So I think that's great. Most of what people think about Dubai is only applicable to their local people, so people that are from Dubai, and not so much people that are coming to Dubai to work. So it doesn't really affect us that much. But of course, we're women, we want to see other women grow. So it does affect us in the sense that whenever you get into a company, you're trying to make sure that you connect to the right women. You are developing nice groups of women that are empowering each other, that are trying to bring change upon the companies that they work in and in their social circles as well. So yes, I definitely think there's a good culture towards that in terms of foreign nationals and foreign national women. Someone said, how much should one save in rands to visit in total for a non-luxurious 5-day trip? Girl, I can't tell you how much you must spend. You need to, I think the one thing people always mistake is that they think that how much they should spend is based on the place. Or maybe that's how everyone else is, but I'm not like that. I'm a person who will say, okay, listen, I have 10,000 rand to spend, and that's it. And then I will literally look at things that fit my budget. You can't let the place dictate your budget. You must dictate your budget and control yourself in terms of what you're willing and what you're not willing to spend on, and what you think is going to be within your budget and what's not. Because at the end of the day, the money's coming from you, and you can't just go to a place to splurge. Like, you can if there's a constant flow of money, but girl, if the funds are not going to be, like, if you're not someone who's like rich, wealthy, then definitely plan your trip according to your own budget. Like, set money aside for certain things. And like I said, it's very important for me, what I do, if I know that I want to have a trip in 3 months time, I book my flights the first month, I book my hotel and my tours the second month, so that by the third month, all the money that I have is just for spending. And then I control how much I spend, because obviously the exchange rate is different. So you have to control how much you are going to spend on certain things. And what's important to spend on is obviously food. You want to keep money for transport. And if you want to go out, stuff like that, just look at like certain restaurants, like look at restaurant menus, etc. And just, yeah, I do have a video on travel tips and how I plan my trips, so I'll leave that up here and in the description box as well. Be sure to check it out. I hope I answered your question. The next question is, how safe is it for a solo traveler? I think it's very safe for a solo traveler. You'll be good. I travel solo everywhere, so I think you'll be good. The people are also very willing to help, so you'll be fine. Someone said, I know the exchange rate, but is it expensive? Like a can of Coke or bottle of water, are they expensive? I think it's actually quite cheap. For me, like, if you're earning in dirhams, things are going to seem cheaper for you. But if you're coming to Dubai with rands and you're planning to live there and you're not going on holiday, then you're going to find that it's going to be expensive. Because the first time when I got there, I still had my rands. Obviously, I hadn't been paid a salary. I had to first work. So for that whole first month, I was spending my own money, and it was expensive. But water is quite cheap. I mean, water will range from like depending on whether you're buying just a small bottle of water. I used to buy like 1.5 liters and a 6-pack, and that would be like, what, maybe like 9 to 10 dirhams. That's about 40 rand. So I don't think that's expensive. It also depends what you think is expensive. Women in freedom, do you feel oppressed as a woman due to their beliefs? I think I already sort of like elaborated on this one. I did not feel oppressed because of their beliefs, because it had nothing to do with me. It wasn't thrown in my face in any way. I wasn't forced to dress in a certain way because of that. In my company, there were plenty of women and there were plenty of open-minded people, so I didn't have to encounter such things as well. It's just basically about you respecting other people's culture and them respecting who you are and where you come from and your own culture as well. So if you practice that, you should be fine. But like, I don't think there's any kind of oppression for me based on their beliefs. Lifestyle to income ratio, do you live well, or do you live small to live life large outside and in malls? I think they pay well, but also it depends on whether you're negotiating well. You must negotiate yourself a very good salary, but they do tend to pay expats well. It also depends on where you work, because obviously my experience comes from where I used to work. So I think we were all paid well and I lived a good life, but I think for me, I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have kids. I don't have whatever. So my only responsibility was making my mom happy and then paying a few bills like that for her here, or like sending money to my account to maintain my bank accounts. So I didn't really have a lot of responsibilities. So my money was mostly for me to just do whatever. But I did live well. Yes, I lived well. I'm not much of a shopper. Like, I don't go to malls and stuff. I shop online. So that's what I did a lot. And I still would have savings after that. So I think you can live well in Dubai based on the kind of lifestyle that you also want to live, because it's also very easy to get like swallowed into the glamorous Dubai life and want to be in VIPs, and then that's when you're going to lose money. But if you go there with just a normal outlook of wanting to live a quiet lifestyle or chilled lifestyle and save your money, you'll still be happy because there's so many other ways of saving in terms of costs of going out and all of that. So yeah. Work-life balance, or is the mindset just work, work, work? So the mindset in Dubai is just work, work, work. I think specifically in my company, it was work, work, work. But for me, because I was a specialist, there wasn't like, I didn't have to work extra hours or anything like that. So I did have a very good work-life balance. For other people, I don't think it's the same, obviously, because there are certain positions or career paths that are more demanding than others. But in general, I think Dubai is all about that work, 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 work. Like, you need to be very good at your job. You need to be very focused. You need to be very involved in order to get the recognition that you hopefully want. So yeah. But you also need to I think it's also dependent on you. Like, you must have that balance of like, I still have a life outside of work, and try to maintain that. So I think in our industry, there is a work-life balance. In other industries like engineering, not so much. Then the best club to visit, your girl. I'm not much of a clubber. So for me, it's like I visit like restaurants that turn into a nice little, almost like a party vibe later on. So that's me. But like, there's plenty of clubs. Like, there's White, there's Cove Beach, there's Kiza, there's what other clubs? There's a lot of clubs. I promise you. And the moment you search the best club to visit in Dubai, you'll see a lot of options, and you'll see how elaborate and like luxurious they are. Also a bit expensive. What's the most romantic place to visit with your partner? Your girl. I have no romantic life, so I can't advise on this. But I would say go to like the Dubai Creek. Like, there's these hotels that are literally like in little islands outside of, not outside, but a little bit outside of Dubai. So go to the Palm, go to Blue Waters. That's definitely a nice place to go on a romantic trip with your man. Oh, there's this place I really love that was just a bit outside Dubai. What was it called again? Debucho will remember this. Oh, so you definitely have to go to Anantara Palm Resort. You definitely have to go to Atlantis. You definitely have to go to Rixos. I'm trying to see, there's a specific place that I really liked. Bab Al Shams. Yes, you definitely have to go to Bab Al Shams. I think that's like one of the most romantic places ever. And then if you have the money to splurge, there's also this one place that's like, okay, you have to go to Burj Al Arab. That's if you also want to splurge. Then there's this island. I forgot what the island is called, but it's also just outside of Dubai. So you definitely have to go try that out as well. You will enjoy, girl, with your mans. Abantu bane mans. Okay, and then the next question might be out of topic, but when you want a job in Dubai, where do you look? I'm in the legal field. Girl, I'm not in the legal field. But I would suggest looking on LinkedIn, as I've always said. Look at the companies or firms that you know of that are in Dubai and find the HR person, like simple as that. Avoid all of these, I'm looking for a recruitment agency, because if the company has a recruitment agency, they are going to refer you to that agency when you try to get in contact with them. So rather go that route so that you know that you are safer and you are at zero risk of being scammed. What made you relocate? I genuinely would love to, but I have fears. So I'm a person who likes to pick up and leave. Like, I've always been like that. What made me relocate was getting an opportunity to go to Dubai, because the company approached me and they're like, hey, we're looking for a programmatic specialist. Would you be interested? And I was like, yeah, sure. Let's do this. And then I got the job and I was like, well, peace out, South Africa. I'm going to Dubai. Yeah, that's pretty much, I didn't really put a lot of thought into it. I wanted to explore the world. I wanted to be at a place where I can travel And if you look at my videos, literally all of my travel videos started from when I was in Dubai. So it brought me so many opportunities to travel and the opportunity to be elsewhere outside of my country, where I can flourish, where I can save, where I can meet new people, make new friends, enjoy. And also, like, that's how my channel, I wouldn't say my channel came to life, because actually there was life in my channel before I went to Dubai, but it actually gave me the courage to start because I had the ability, I had the resources to be able to make the content. So that was my reasoning for deciding to go to Dubai. And then someone also said, how is the working environment that side and cost of living in general? I think I've spoken about this. I would love to work there with my husband. Any accounting agencies you know of? Unfortunately, no, I don't work in that field either, but I definitely think you should check out LinkedIn, decide on which companies that you'd like to work at, and then look at the HR recruiters and try to get in contact with them and ask them which agencies they use for recruitment, so that you can know that you are getting the right recruiter who's not going to scam you. But also, I think it's very important to just go straight into the company's website, go to the vacancies or the careers, look at the positions they have, find an email address, send them an email, approach them yourself if you really want to make this move and you feel like you would really be a great fit in that company. I think that was the last question, because all the other questions are basically like, I want to know everything, das in Dieza. But yeah, guys, I hope I answered your questions. If I didn't, you'll just have to ask someone else. Because this is the last video I am shooting regards to anything Dubai. I want to now start on a clean slate of content that I'm shooting in my home country with my friends and everyone. So do stay tuned for all of that. But yeah, if you do have any more questions, definitely comment down below in the comment section, and I can answer them on this video. But please, please, please make sure to check the description box, because I have plenty of videos that are answering most of the questions that I'm being asked in this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like this video, don't forget to comment down below, don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, don't forget to read the description box, guys. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video.